Testing the sound. Oh. It's kind of low. Maybe. Maybe it is. Maybe it'll fix itself. Okay. There we go. Yo, I'm trying to hook this up to this selfie stick, but the little clamp is like kind of broken. Let's see if I could do this. I think I can. Okay. Gonna have to figure something out or find a new selfie stick. It's just not tall enough. What the heck? Let's do an audio test again, because I think it was using my, what do you call headset? A Bluetooth. Boy, this lighting thing is sensitive. Okay, testing audio, because I can hear stuff now. So dumb. No freaking sound? I don't get this. Or am I muted myself? I muted myself on my thing. Okay, this sounds a lot better. Yeah. I hear it just fine. So yeah, welcome. It's late as heck, but that's because I've been having a really bad sleep schedule. It's okay though. Oops. I'm always looking at my watch. I'm not wearing it. It's alright though. I don't know. I'm kind of just gonna stay awake for a while, maybe take a short nap before I go to work. I guess you can call it work. Oh crap, I need to plug in fast. Sorry about the weird noise. In a minute I'll find my other, because I have a good selfie stick, but the clamp thing broke, and I have to go find one of my other ones. Hey Google, set my ceiling light to 66%. Hey Google, turn my light off. Hey Google, set my light to 66%. Hey Google, set my light to 20%. Why does that look plenty okay? I don't get this. What the heck? You would think more light would look better, but this looks better like this. I do have a light behind here. Who knows? having a good one. I guess I will be right back. I see people entering the chat, but I don't want to call them out. I see a good old friend. Hi. But I truly will be right back. I'm gonna grab my beer. Budweiser. I was drinking these really cheapo beers, these Natty Daddies, but I can't anymore, man. I just can't. I'm too. Well, is my screen backwards? Let me check. But I can't. I think I'm too old, I guess. Let's see. I'm testing because I'm using this other program called Prism Live, and yeah, this is backwards. I don't like that. You see, I don't mind if the camera mirrors me, but it needs to not broadcast mirrored. I'm almost thinking I should flip it around. It's better quality anyways. I might flip it around, but let me see. I want to see what chat looks like if I did not have my computer here. I already seen what chat looks like on here. They're not going to display my own message, I guess. Nah, I'm just gonna keep this cam. It's just a pain right now to do that. There it is, proper. Yeah, I have to stop drinking those. Yeah. So I got this Budweiser. It's more expensive, which means means I can't buy as many and can't drink as much, but that's a good thing. Damn it. Wish it would stop doing this auto thing. Oh, now there's my chat. What? How do I make it stop doing this? The Grateful Head Fuji. Yeah, my man. How are you? Gee, what's poppin'? Not too much. I used to stream a lot more. Sorry if like, I don't know if you're new, but 2 years. Oh, there you go. Cool. That's funny. We're both on the same topic of conversation. But, oh, you haven't been viewing? You might have been here when Miss Kiff, hosted me. I hate how I'm using this thing and it's way too aggressive on the lighting. It's annoying as heck. But, it was, yeah. Cool. Yeah, I wasn't streaming for a while. I started doing Uber Eats as like a job, and then sometimes in life I have trouble. I have trouble from managing my time. So after like I'm done doing Uber Eats and stuff, I'm like, shit, I'm tired. I'm too tired to stream. But I don't know. I'm trying to get back into it and do things a little bit differently and all that. Soon enough, I want to try to start streaming outside with the Uber Eats. But yeah, I have a plan for that, but I don't want to talk too much about it, I guess. But I'll need money. But the dumbest thing is, I kept thinking like I need to buy a new phone before I start streaming more out there, because I seriously need a phone for Uber Eats and a phone to stream. And I just had it just hit me the other day, if I get because I have a prepaid phone plan, which I know doesn't sound great, but it works. But all I actually need to do is get a SIM card from my company and put it in one of my older phones, and boom, there we go. And then I just need to pay for service on that phone. Like, that's so simple. I kept thinking it was going to be a bigger hurdle and I have to save my money to get like another phone. But I could start with just getting a SIM card. Because my company, if you go to their website, I think I can order a SIM card for like $1. But that's what I would do. I would get the SIM card in hand and then probably do a dono goal just to start it up. Because even though I'm making money, right now I'm barely making enough with Uber Eats. But, yeah, I don't know. Also, it's been raining a lot here. I live in Florida. In Los Conju, hey. Hey, man. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. I was just kind of ranting here. I'm looking at chat over here. I got my computer here. Yeah, so Easter. If I buy a phone, what brand would it be? Well, for streaming, the best ones are the Galaxy S phones, but there might be other brands. The problem is to research phones. To research phones for this stuff, it's such a niche thing that people do. And I know we all like are glued to Twitch all day and live streams all day, and we think it's pretty big, but it's hard to find info like on like because you know what I mean. The Galaxy phones, they're like name brand, so they're expensive. You know, even the older phones. Now here's the one, I'll tell you the one I've been looking at. It's called the Galaxy S10e, and it's basically the budget version of the S10, but the internals are pretty much the same. It has the same processor, the same amount of RAM. It's only the externals are cheaper parts, like, you know, a cheaper screen technology, you know, lower refresh rate. Maybe the cameras aren't as insane, but like, that's fine. That's fine. It's basically like the S10 but the budget version, and that's the one I found that would be the best. But to buy those brand new is like $600 still. And then on the internet here, I'm afraid to buy one and it doesn't work with my phone company, because I want to stick with my company and just get like another line. or I don't know. I like my company. I think it's affordable, and the data is downright pay as you go. It's very good. I like it. Well, it's called Total Wireless. If you look it up, I mean, it looks pretty ghetto, but it's one of the better ones, I think. But I just kind of want to stick with them because I know all about them. Also, what I like is if things go horribly wrong, I could just not pay my next phone bill and there's no problems, you know? The other thing is, though, their website did give me an offer. They have like a payment plan thing where it says no credit check needed, but that's a lie. They definitely still do a credit check, but when your credit check is garbage, then you end up just paying more interest over time and paying like about $10 more a month. So I'm thinking of going with that. So I found I could get the Galaxy S10e for about $50 a month or $51 a month on top of my phone bill. So I might do that. But that's the problem, unless, I don't know, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know. I might even buy a used one. I was just hoping to get a brand new phone with a new battery. Because I'm sick of, all my phones are so old, like the phone I use right now. The battery is such garbage. Like when I do Uber Eats, it almost always needs to be plugged into a battery pack. And I'll charge my phone all night, and literally I wake up and play some of my games and play with the phone, and about a half hour later it'll be giving me the 20% warning. Especially, I don't know if I'm exaggerating, but it's an iPhone, and on the iPhone I told it to stop telling me the percentage because I used to freak out about that because I see it go from 100 to like 62 in literally like 4 minutes. So I was sick of seeing that. So all I see is the battery, and when it gets small enough it turns red. So now I don't know, but I know it goes red, and like waking up, taking a crap on the toilet, messing with the phone, it's already needs to be plugged in again. That's why I was hoping to get a new phone. And I don't know about refurbished. I'm afraid that refurbished might not mean a new battery. I was just hoping for that new battery, that whole new battery lifestyle. But maybe I'll just say screw it and save my money and get some beat up used one. Like for streaming, that probably won't be a bad idea, even if it's beat up and used or has cracks on the screen. As long as the cracks aren't too bad, it's fine, because it's a phone that's used as a utility, It's not a phone that I'm like, it's not a phone I'd be in love with and like spending time like watching Netflix on it or some crap. So maybe I'll look around and try to get some busted old one. Like as long as it works, I guess. But I'm kind of sick of these iPhones. I'm done with them. Because I don't know. It's too expensive. I have the iPhone 6 or 6S here. And I know that's an older phone. But I bought it brand new, but I bought it sort of a couple of years ago. So at the time I bought it, I think the iPhone 7 or 8 was the new thing. So you could see I still bought it late in life, or else this battery would probably just be completely gone. But I'm sick of the iPhones. I'm sick of, especially for trying to do streaming or creative things, or technically creative things on an iPhone. No, you can't. Like for example, I don't know how interesting this technical stuff is to anyone here, but for example, I watch a streamer who does lots of, oh my lord, I watch a streamer who does a lot of outdoor IRL stuff on Twitch, and he was talking about Streamlabs, the app that is used, and the new Streamlabs, which I use it too here. I'm not using it right now. I'm trying Prism Live right now. But so Streamlabs, eventually they got bought by Logitech, and then they completely fucked up the mobile app for streaming, and it's kind of garbage now. They added the Streamlabs watermark at some point, and yeah, it's horrible. And any improvements, well, they took away features and then made it later on said you have to pay for them to come back. That's basically, they completely ruined the app. It's complete garbage. They're money grubbing garbage. So the streamer uses an Android phone, and guess what? With Android phones, you can run APKs. If you didn't know, an APK is just an app. It's just the executable file. Like when you get an APK, you install the app, and then you launch the app from your home screen. So with Android, this guy who streams, he can go fetch the old APK for the old version. He can basically choose which version in the lines of upgrades that he thinks works best for him. And you see, here's the thing. If he had an iPhone, you think he could choose what version update he wanted? No, you can't do none of this type of stuff on iPhones unless you jailbreak them and all that stuff. But then it's just a pain in the ass. And also jailbreaking an iPhone can like really hurt the battery, I found, because I've done it before. It's not really worth it. The jailbreaking stuff, they can do some clever things. You can do some clever things with a jailbroken iPhone, but you could just buy an Android. Like, that's my thing. That's why I'm not too into jailbreaking my iPhone. It's like, why don't I just get an Android if I want these kind of features? So that's what I'm talking about. Is like, I'm sick of iPhones as I'm hoping to switch to Android as my main phone, where I have freedoms like that. And like freedoms of overlays. Like iPhones don't actually have overlays and stuff. Like how you can be on like Facebook Messenger, on an iPhone or on an Android, and you have the little bubble on your screen, and you see it pop up. Or like on an Android, most video sources can be, you can just pin them to your screen. Stay in the corner. I want to watch this YouTube video. Stay there, and then go do something else at the same time. And iPhones don't really do that. They're not very good at multitasking compared to Androids. Or like here, if I'm streaming on my iPhone, if I go anywhere else on this phone, the stream dies. And literally, if I get a low battery warning, the stream will freeze and drop to like, the stream will freeze, it'll drop to 0 kilobyte or whatever. And it's happened to me multiple times streaming from this phone, where I'm streaming from the other camera, and then the 20% battery warning comes up, and guess what? On an iPhone, there's no option for me to turn that off. Say, how about don't tell me when the battery's low? And there's not even an option for that. Androids, boom, boom, boom. Just options everywhere. So I think an Android is better suited for me. I think iPhones are great for people who don't care, kind of. Or they just want a phone that works, without bugs and stuff. Yeah, that's great. The iPhone's great for that, but I don't give a crap about bugs, And I know, like, that's the thing that an iPhone fanboy or Apple fanboy would criticize about Android, is that Android has no regulation on apps in a way. And like, you'll notice like Android phones, especially crappy ones, like you can have apps that literally take so much RAM that your keyboard will not work anymore, and you have to close the app for your keyboard to be able to pop up again. Of course, on iPhone, that never happens because Apple regulates every aspect of the software of iOS. Of like, apps are only allowed to use this amount of space, and these because our OS uses this amount, you know. But on Android, they're a little looser with that, which can be a problem. But nah, I think I'd rather have the freedom that the Android has. And you know why? It's because I'm knowledgeable about this stuff. I know that the last thing I downloaded caused a bug, so let's delete it, you know. If you give an Android phone to your like grandma, she can end up, this happened to my mom before, she can get a scammed out app, you know, where these apps continue to populate your screen with like new apps or even auto download apps. Now that will never happen on Android or on iPhones. But like, that's fine with me. That's not gonna happen, even if I had an Android. You know, it's dumb. Yeah, Drac. Yeah, I'm planning to soon, pretty soon. And I've been doing like Uber Eats on my bike out there, and soon enough I'm gonna try to do both. I'm gonna be on my bike streaming, picking up and dropping off orders at the same time. That junk's gonna be fun. And you can see the city that I ride my bike around all the time. And it's like pretty nice views because of, you know, it's Florida and nice blue skies most of the time. But yeah, that's definitely the plan soon. I came to the realization that all I have to do really is get a SIM card from my company. And I think I can get those pretty cheap. Because I'll get a SIM card and put it in an old phone. Because I have two iPhones. And iPhones are not good at multitasking. And I can't run the Uber Eats app and stream at the same time. It would be a nightmare because the moment I check the map or something on my screen, then the stream is going to cut off, go live, cut off, go live, off, on. People are going to get notifications in the Discord. Oh, he's live, he's not live. You know what I mean? It's a nightmare. So that's kind of why when I have two iPhones, that's kind of, I'm stuck. I have to get another plan on a separate phone. Now, if I had an Android phone with enough RAM, and that's what I've been talking about here, is it's tough right now to get the new Android phone. It doesn't have to be brand new, you know, but is that I have to get one that's good enough. Like, I could switch to a single phone. I've seen people do this on Twitch who do bike deliveries or even car deliveries, and they're using this one single phone, and they continue to stream. They go check the map real quick, and the stream continues to work. But that is impossible on iPhones. Completely impossible. Here we go. I'm looking on my phone company's website. What the heck? They say get your own SIM card. Well, where is it? Oh, you know what? I should check. I should just go down and check places like frickin' Dollar General and stuff. I think they sell the SIM card for my company. See, what I need is, I need a CDMA Android phone. Just the very first criteria. And I don't know, probably 4 to 6 gigs of RAM. See, I hate these websites, man. Let me just buy the SIM card. They're like, hey, we'll sell you a SIM card. And then they want me to go through this whole thing of checking compatibility, blah blah blah. Like, dude, just let me buy it. Okay, screw this, I'm going to walmart.com. I hate these websites, dude. They just want to hold your hand. You know, like when you go to like chipotle.com to only look at their menu, but you have to pretend like you're making an order just to look at their stupid menu. Like, dude, just give me the info. You think these companies think they know what's best for us to fucking hold our hand through this shit? It's like, no. Like, give me the info, dude. Looking it up, here's the SIM card is 99 cents. Okie dokie. Now I got my solution. I just need $1. I will earn that $1 tomorrow. Saturday. Dude, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with Uber Eats, dude, I can easily make over $100 in a few hours. But on a week, it's tough, dude. It's a tough pill to swallow once you start to try it more and more, because you could basically, to maximize the amount of money you earn from these deliveries, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are key always, but you start to get sad because now, okay, I'm trying to make the most money. I'm gonna work on Monday, or like take Monday off, and I'll work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know, whatever, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then you could spend 8 hours making half the money you would make in 2.5 hours. And I'm not shitting you. There's nights where I made $120, and I can check my app. I check my session or whatever, the logged in session for that day, and it'll literally say like 3 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. Made $100 in like, 3 hours or something. Because it's all about the times you're working. So that's where it can get kind of sad. Not sad, but frustrating. Especially like for me, I'm on my bicycle and I'm like using a lot of energy and sweating my ass off. And then I start to like almost not want to work on weekdays, because I know I'm just going to bust my ass so much harder than I did on Saturday. And then I come home with like, $48. There was like a day on a weekday where I worked for like 5 hours, made like $48. But then I'm not joking you, on a weekend, it was literally 2.5 hours. And it was like 100. And people tip better on the weekends, and people order more expensive stuff on the weekends. And on weekdays, probably the golden hour would be like past 8 p.m. But I can't really be working too much farther past 8 p.m. because it gets dark and I don't want to get killed. And I don't really have lights on my bike. And the downtown area isn't really safe for bikes down there, because there's cars everywhere, there's pedestrians everywhere, there's drunk drivers. It gets hectic at night down there. And all the pedestrians start to all the pedestrians are like, the crowds get bigger, like the later it gets around the restaurants, and then I have to go slower and like get around them and shit. And then jump in the road, hope somebody doesn't run my ass over. Are you taxed on tips? I'm not sure. Technically technically there's no taxes up front. You have to be the one to do your I think it's the 1099 form. It's recommended to do quarterly taxes as an independent contractor. But I don't know. I haven't figured that shit out. I wish it was more automatic. But I guess I'll get an email from Uber to like do that. I already had problems last time with taxes from doing Twitch here, because Twitch didn't send me nothing. I mean, I looked around and like, I don't know. I think they sent me a form, but it was like insufficient. I don't even know. And then also as a 1090 is filing as 1099 is just such a pain in the ass. And like websites and stuff that like TurboTax or whatever that do all this stuff for free. Like when you work at Burger King and then you get your thing from Burger King, you can just go to one of these free tax websites and it just works. But since 1099s are more unique, I guess they want to scam. I guess they want to scam me or something. So like, I think they charge money to do it. So then I went to a government website, but then the government website didn't even work. And it was during tax time, so the website was like half broken because it's so overpopulated. So I ran into some problems there. I guess, I don't know, I'll figure it out soon enough what to do with these taxes. Like, why doesn't the government just send me an email that says what I owe them? I don't get it. Or I see why. It's because the government doesn't necessarily know what I'm making, but I have to report to them what I'm making. You know, I guess, in a compatible way. Anyways, the last time I tried to do taxes as an independent contractor, I think I looked up, I only owed the government like $62. It wasn't much. But then I was like, yeah, but how do I send it to you? That was another problem. Is like, I went on, I think it was the TurboTax or whatever. I did go to a site that it kind of worked out where they told me it's going to be $62. But unlike working at Burger King with TurboTax and you just click go, they don't let you do that. They basically tell you what you're going to owe to the government. I'm like, sweet. And then they tell you, to use our service, it's going to cost this much. I think it's like $100. Their service costed more than the taxes I owed to the government. That's fucking nuts, dude. I'm not doing that. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was like $30. But I'm like, dude, I'm like borderline homeless, dude. At the time, I didn't have 30 or 60 for your stupid TurboTax service. That's why it's like, I don't know why the government doesn't do this, but government websites are such garbage, dude. And it's quite alarming. It's quite alarming that something so important is so broken. Same with a lot of like the food stamp websites are just like half broken. The website, there's a medical website, kind of like food stamps, where each month they give you a balance of $20 and they'll offer you like all kinds of medical stuff, including like shampoo, Band-Aids, nail clippers, Q-tips. But their website is such trash that you almost don't even want to do it. And it's sad to me that a website like Amazon and Walmart.com are better functioning websites than something as important as providing food for your family or help with medical care for your family. Why, dude, isn't that frightening? What are the priorities? And I mean, it's just obvious that, that corporations have more power, than our government and shit. It's crazy. They intentionally make taxes as difficult and complicated as possible. Try to nickel and dime us. Yeah, it's a whole business. Yeah, I know what you mean. And companies like TurboTax, I've heard that they go out there and they lobby to change things, like official things. I wouldn't be surprised if like freaking Farmers Association of America or frickin' Walmart or whatever is like, let's make sure that let's make sure it's harder for people to get free food stamps because we cash is worth more. As poor made to carry the bills, yeah, made to pay the bill. I know. And then obviously the old thing of like, poor people actually spend more money on things, like how, like you see like you could even see it go into like Dollar Tree and they sell those crappy like single little toilet paper. You could buy like one toilet paper roll and it's complete shit and it's $1. But like if all you have is $1, then you're stuck. You have to buy it. But if you have enough money to have a Costco card and buy the biggest thing of Charmin, then you end up paying less in the long run than the man who has to go down to the Dollar Tree and spend $1 every time he wants one roll. Yeah, it's messed up. Or I've been thinking about the collecting world these days and how video game prices, along with Pokemon cards, have skyrocketed so much. And I wish that when I was growing up, or growing up through this craze, like, I don't know if you heard about the original Legend of Zelda being sold on auction for like $900,000 or something. And it's like, if during that time, I mean, I was born in '87, so that game was probably came out like a year, my birth year or the year after. But that's besides the point. But like, if our family had money, why don't we just buy two of every video game? And we're Nintendo fans, so we're already into Nintendo, and Nintendo's the ones with the high prices, on auction sites now. If we were just buy two of everything and take good care of one, keep it in the package, just take good care of it, then in not that, well, now that's a lot. Here's a better example is like, I remember the 3DS XL had these Pokemon X and Y edition consoles, and they were ugly as hell. One was red, one was blue, with this cheap ass silhouette of the legendary for each one. And I remember going to Target and seeing that constantly. And I think it was like $150. And I know there was also times around Black Friday you could buy them for $80. And they had stacks and stacks of them as if nobody wanted them. And then the moment they disappeared, about 2 years later, you go on the internet and they're selling for like 300. And then now, a few more years later, they're probably, one in great, never open box is probably $800. So like, if, it's, I don't know, the rich get richer. If you have enough money to buy two of everything, or kind of like, Star Wars fans, if you're able to buy two of every of your Star Wars action figures, keep one in the plastic, you would actually make out just fine. You would have profits. But if you can't afford to buy two of them, you're screwed. I don't know. I can see why that's, like, so many people grow up, like, you grow up and then you just constantly look around and like get completely, you get completely fucked up by this stuff, and then you're like, doctor, I need fucking pills now. And then you're on prescriptions too, and it's like, I need pills to cope with this shit. I can see why so many people are on like prescription meds and stuff. You know what I mean? like what we're talking about here is like if I just had one screw loose, then I could be just going nuts, you know? Like I do think a lot of like the mental health issues is just this our society and like how fucked up so many things about it are, you know? And people just snap. Yeah, sorry there's no music and stuff right now. I don't really have a good setup. I just kind of wanted to start streaming again more. I've been enjoying it. I don't know, man. This beer makes me sick. I'm about to quit beer. I'm about to quit all this like, drinking stuff. This shit makes me kind of sick. I gotta. I'm gonna pick up my room a little bit. I wish. I don't know. Let me see about my computer's speakers.
Back then, I confess that I didn't know that much about him. I knew who he was. I had no idea the depth of his musicality. I had no idea about his jazz profiles. He knew all those guys. He knew Miles Davis and Oscar Peterson and Earl Gardner and on and on. And I had no idea that
Crap.
some 36 years later, I'd be in a recording studio playing for him as he sang one of my songs.
Oh well, I don't know if you guys.
I'm not able to play that track for you at some point.
Okay, where's the
But
music?
I tell the story now to relate the topic we touched on in the first hour. And that is one of how things change once in a while. You have something that seems
Music.
and I'm telling you everybody, I'm listening to Johnny Mathis in the studio at 85 years old, not sounding all that different than he did 36 years ago. Sounds there, intonations there, the breath support is there. I mean, I think this comes from the fact that he sings correctly. He never was.
Too much talking. Yeah, I wanted to try to do more IRL streaming. I was gonna do a donation goal, but I don't want to put that on screen yet because I want to be able to fulfill the goal like right when the goal is met. I was gonna put like $50, maybe 55, because basically I'm gonna get the SIM card for $1, maybe tomorrow or the next day, and then all I need to do is, because it's a pay-as-you-go, I think it's like $50 to get the plan with the best, well, whatever, 50 or so to get the one with the most data, and then that'll just kickstart it, just as a kickstart. I don't know what's with this lighting. Oh yeah, look, I'm making a huge shadow right on my face. Crazy. Some of these snacks I have are like over 3 years old. I'm gonna save some of the bags. Not that bag. I'm saving that bag. Of course, I'm not going to use these bags for. Hold on. Oh my lord, this shadow. Hold on. Need to fix this crap. But yeah, I'm not going to use the bags for food stuff, but I mean, I might if the food is already wrapped. I'm not going to put like a cookie in an old sort of dirty bag. Yeah, that's my my cheeky little hint about why I titled the stream At Home, because I'm going to be trying to do a lot more outdoor streams. Games looking forward to this year. Oh, mean, I think probably Zelda Skyward Sword. I didn't, but the main reason I'm interested in that one is because I never played the original Skyward Sword because I never got the Motion Plus situation for my Wii. And I'm a huge Zelda fan, and even though people don't like Skyward Sword, I still want to try it. I want to play it as a bucket list for Zelda games because I've never played it, and I bet you it's not that horrible. Like, you know, a lot of Zelda games are kind of a level above. Just, you know, you can't say it's bad and then also say, can't say, I'm trying to think of a bad game now. What was that game? There was a game called like Evil Teddy Bear or something on PS2. Like, you can't describe Skyward Sword as bad in the same way you would describe Fallout 76 as bad or something like that. I don't know. See, I don't know many bad games anymore because I guess I block them out. Besides that, maybe Halo Infinite multiplayer. I only play Halo